What's going on, guys? Mortgage Mike here again, and I was at this networking event with a great bunch of realtors yesterday, and we had a blast. And then this morning, I had a Zoom meeting with a couple of other great realtors, and we discussed some topics that I wish we would have recorded that Zoom meeting because we had some hot topics. One of the things we talked about was rentals and the fact that every realtor should make rentals a part of their business. Even if you're a high-end luxury agent, you should still be doing rentals. Number one, it's lucrative, especially here in South Florida, where the average rental price is $2,500, $3,000, $3,500 or more. Rental deals, you will eventually have buyers, right? So that's another great reason to make sure you have rentals as part of your business. The agent that I was on the call with today, she has a CRM, and we're going to touch on that later. She has a CRM with over 2,500 rental clients, potential clients. And I told her, you need to send them an email blast right now. As soon as we get off this Zoom, you need to have an email blast going out to all 2,500 of those rental leads and let them know that interest rates just came down by 50 basis points, right? That means you should be telling all of your rental prospects, do not renew your lease. Right? You should be buying a house. Listen, most folks who are renting an apartment have a 620 or higher credit score, right? They have stable income because you have to show income to rent an apartment, and they have at least 3 months rent to move in. If the average price of an apartment is $2,500, they're gonna have at least $7,500 in the bank. With $7,500 in the bank for someone who makes maybe $60,000, $65,000 a year and a 620 credit score, guess what? That is a potential buyer. You should be making sure that person understands that they can buy a house and they no longer have to rent. Which brings me to topic number 2. Have a go-to MLO. And it's not just because I'm a mortgage guy. Even if you don't use me, have a go-to mortgage loan originator or mortgage broker that you can bounce ideas off of, right? That you can talk to about what rates are, what type of payment they would have if they bought a specific house. How do the taxes on that property affect their payment? Will they qualify for the house that they're looking for? How much down payment are they gonna need, right? Are they gonna need 5% or 10% down? On an FHA loan, you only need 3.5% down. And this will give you a huge edge on so many other agents because you're more knowledgeable about not only the real estate side, but the mortgage side, the money side. So that alone will separate you. Just having someone like myself, or like I said, even if you don't use me as an agent, you gotta have a go-to mortgage guy to help you with those finance deals. I hope you're enjoying this content, guys. I love working with agents here in South Florida. If you're enjoying the content, like, share, and subscribe. Advertising. Being a real estate agent, becoming a realtor, is a business. The reason we have such a high turnover in this industry is because so many people think it's a job. They think they can just show up and make money after they get their real estate license, and nothing could be further from the truth. You've got to invest in your business. You are the CEO of your own business. Even though you're hanging your license with a broker, you are running that business and you got to treat it as such. If you don't advertise, guess what? You have no consistent way of bringing in income. You have no consistent way of making sure that your pipeline is full, that you always have a buyer that you're talking to. Because guess what? If you're not speaking to a client, you're unemployed. You don't have someone on the phone, you're not emailing someone, you don't have someone that you're talking to face to face, you are unemployed. There's nothing going on in your pipeline, and that is the one detriment to your business that you cannot abide. You need to make sure that you have someone that you're talking to, you have leads that you're following up with, and there's always something happening. And to do that, you've got to advertise. You have to advertise. I mean, it's great to have referrals. It's funny, one of the guys actually asked me, he said, man, you get a lot of referrals. You have a lot of people who call you up. Yeah, I've been in the business for 15 years. Even before I became licensed, I used to, do renovations. I used to buy, flip, etc. But I would never rely on that, right? Because one of the questions he asked me is, well, why do you still advertise? All the referrals I get, that's just gravy. I'm appreciative for it, and I love that clients and past clients and friends, etc., trust me enough to refer their friends to me and refer people who want to purchase a house and want to get a mortgage to me. However, I would never take for granted that that is the way that I'm going to earn a living, or just from referrals is how I'm going to fill my pipeline. I want a predictable, consistent way of earning income, and the only way for me to do that is to advertise and make sure I have a certain amount of leads coming in. You need to have what's called a funnel, right? A way that people can click on your ad, give you their contact information, give you their email, but you also need to have an automated system in the form of a CRM, right? To make sure that you're having emails or notifications being sent out to those folks when they raise their hand and contact you, so you're not losing those leads. And last but not least, we had a little fun with this one. This one's a little controversial. No one cares which broker you're with. I mean, is that broker giving you leads? Are they giving you any kind of sources to do business? What exactly are you leveraging? Because what you should be leveraging is this. Your face, you are your brand. I can't remember the last time a buyer, a seller, someone obtaining a mortgage even bothered to ask me which broker I'm with. And the only possible exception to that rule is maybe on the really ultra high-end side, where you have the Berkshire Hathaways and the Douglas Ellimans and so on, where, you know, a lot of these celebrities and uber wealthy people know and recognize those names. And once you're with a company like that, they know they can trust you to list their $5, $10, $20 million house or something like that. And even then, you are still the brand. You know what buyers care about? You helping them get to the finish line. You know what sellers care about? Selling their home and putting as much net proceeds in their pocket as possible. Build your brand. You are your brand. Make sure you take care of it. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. I'll talk to you soon.